In 2020, when the world was in lockdown due to the COVID-19 pandemic, Kevin Omondi, then 22 years, lost his job as a teacher. He had just been employed fresh from campus. This would be the start of his journey as a publisher, as he founded African Ink Publishers. Despite numerous challenges, 4 years later, the mathematics and science trained teacher is now an established publisher. Ben Njue paid him a visit at his office on Kenyatta Road in Njue and filed the following report.
Famous Kenyan author Njue wa Thiong'o was the first East African to publish his novel back in 1964 titled Weep Not Child, and from there many writers and publishers have since mushroomed. Just 20 kilometers from the capital Nairobi, along Kenyatta Road in Njue, Kiambu County, we meet with one budding publisher, Kevin Omondi, the founder and CEO of publishing firm African Ink Publishers. In 2020, during the COVID-19 lockdown, when many businesses were shutting down, Kevin, then just 22 years old, decided to follow his dream and passion and open a publishing company.
During the COVID-19, our job came to an abrupt end, and therefore I decided to follow my passion, and that is why I started to venture and to concentrate on publishing books.
Kevin takes us through his 4-year publishing journey.
Initially, I started writing, but the process of publishing a book became difficult. I remember there was a time whereby a publisher demanded over 120 Kenyan shillings, which was a huge amount to me, and therefore I decided to do further research on how I can become a publisher so that I can help other writers to publish their books.
As a publisher, how is the publishing process, including the distribution stages?
The first step is to write, and then after you've written your work, you type.
The manuscript?
Yeah. After you type, it becomes a manuscript. And then you submit to the publisher for evaluation. Yeah, we have a different type of publishing process. Now, depending with our agreement, if it is traditional publishing, we will be able to publish at our cost, distribute, and pay royalties. But for a case whereby you have decided as a writer to take hybrid publishing, it is upon you to incur the cost involved, and then we guide you on how you can market or distribute your books.
The firm is a hive of activity, with workers seamlessly handling the huge bulk of printing materials, while others edit manuscript for final output. He notes with concern the poor reading culture in the country, which he says can be boosted by ebooks and social media.
Currently, we are doing what is called incorporating digital to publishing industry, whereby we are trying to embrace ebooks.
His advice to young budding publishers:
we have a huge gap between writers and publishers, and I still feel like we need more publishers, because you see, when we have a lot of publishers, they will be able to attract more writers, and then we will be able to work as a team or even partner, and then we will be able to revive African readership.
Kevin adds that he has a passion for telling African stories to maintain our identity as Africans, noting that romantic novels are one of the most published books by his company. His biggest milestone was publishing 15 books of fiction written by former Finance Minister Ambassador Dr. Robinson Njue. Looking at the well-stocked bookshelves, one can't help but marvel at the literature Kenyans have penned for future generations.
I always believe that everyone can become best at what they do, irrespective of their industry or even the level. We all have equal opportunity, equal chances, and we all can achieve our desires.